Hey, what's up, you guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. So it's been a couple of weeks since I last did a video like this. Today we're going to be going over all the new releases that have been announced. I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've done one last. And since then, they have announced quite a bit of stuff. There's a certain label that they announced something that I think might be the best release of the year. We'll see what happens. And if you like these types of videos where I kind of break down all the new announcements, go ahead down below and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and hit that like button because that always helps. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about, we're actually going to come out of the gate pretty strong. We knew that this was coming. We just didn't know the artwork or anything like that. So they finally did announce and release and set up for pre-order the Terminator Limited Edition for the 40th anniversary. I know this one is coming with some controversy regarding about, James Cameron making that comment. And of course, a lot of people don't like it. He's notorious for taking his movies that they're re-releasing in 4K and really, really putting a lot of DNR in there and kind of taking the image and the characters and look like they're almost wax figures. It's almost like pristine. So I know a lot of you guys are concerned about the Terminator doing this. We'll talk about that after I show you the pre-order right here. But here we go. We're going to take a look at it through groove.com. I think you could still get them at like Walmart. Target might have it. Amazon. I'm not 100% sure. I know you could do it on Groove. That's where I pre-ordered mine. But here we go. It does say a release date is to be announced. We're probably looking at like, I would guess December. They're not going to be pushing out into next year because this is a 40th anniversary. So they're going to try and make sure that it releases during the 40th anniversary. But anyways, here we go. So we've got it here for $29.99. Here is the Steelbook. I heard some people weren't a big fan of this. I really like the Steelbook. I think that's pretty cool. So there you have a picture. And then that's kind of what we're looking at with the back. Right there, you've got Arnold with his famous pose when he jumps back in time. And there, of course, you have that. And then the inside artwork. And it looks like it's just a one disc. And let's see here. And I'm not seeing anything on Groove about special features. I don't know how many special features are going to go on this because this is a one disc on a 4K. Usually they don't put a lot of the special features into the 4K disc. They usually reserve that for the Blu-ray disc. So I'm not sure on that one. But what I do find interesting is I actually pre-ordered this one first on Zavi. Now, the artwork says coming soon, but their Instagram account, they did reveal it, which is right there. It's the same thing, right? But let's go back here. So this one's a little more expensive. It's $38.99. And this one, yeah, so here on Zavi, they're saying December 2024. So, like I said, that's probably what we're looking at for release date on this. And again, nothing about special features. But what I did want to talk about on Groove, and this is the one that's releasing, obviously, in the States, it's just the one disc, right? So, but if you look here for the Zavi, there's a second disc that's coming with the UK version. So I actually pre-ordered both, and I might have something special for one of those, so just stay tuned on that. But what I was talking about is, so they did release at the Cinemark theaters a couple weeks ago. They did like a whole week of a bunch of movies that were turning 40 years old that week, and they released the 4K Terminator that week, and I went and saw it. Now, yeah, James Cameron definitely got his hands on it, which, I mean, it is his movie, so it looks pretty clean. And when I say clean, I mean not a lot of film grain. So there was a couple scenes where it looked like it was brand new, shot digitally to me. So, but I still thought it looked pretty good. I know some people aren't going to like that because they're purists and they really want to keep the original look, which I completely understand. Sometimes I'm that way too. But that's how it looks on this one. So that was at least my take. So I got to see it in the theaters, and that was what I thought about that. But you know what? When it comes out and we pop it in our players, maybe it might be different. I doubt it. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our next one. Next one, this one I'm really excited about. Actually, I had this one pre-ordered a long time ago, like months ago, and they hadn't announced anything in the U.S. Seems like the UK got an announcement on it pretty early, and you can pre-order it really early, and that's where I got it. But I'm going to show you the one here we're getting in the US first. And we're going to go back to Groove here. We've got Blazing Saddles. And same price as the Terminator, $29.99. So on Groove.com, there's no release date yet. Here's the steelbook right there for you. And then there's your packaging. Back of the steelbook, you've got the front cover, the inside artwork, and the disc. And again, as we talked about with the Terminator, not a whole lot of special features that we know about. So I'm not sure. I did not pre-order this one because I pre-ordered a different one that I think is way better. And if you're a fan of Blazing Saddles, I would get this other one I'm about to show you, which again, this one's through Zavvi as well. And they're releasing this thing. Look at this. So the 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition, this is like a big set they've got. So let's see if I could make this any bigger. See if we can look at it. All right, we've got our hard box right here. And there's the steelbook. It does say that the design can change, obviously, as you see right here and right here. I have a feeling it might be this cover art you're looking at right here, but it could change. So anyways, there we go. Some posters, lots of art cards with this one. So this is a big set. And here's what you get. Obviously, the film in 4K. And so this one, you get Blu-ray as well. So that might be something you might be interested in. Steelbook, rigid slipcase, tip-on. I don't know what that is. An envelope, double-sided original poster art, which would be this right here, which I might put this up, and I would do this one right here. So 10 art cards, double-sided bookmark, double-sided retro art card, and 3 double-sided behind-the-scenes cards. So this is a big, big release. And if we look, so $30 for the steelbook, and then you have almost double the cost, and you get all this stuff, plus a Blu-ray, and it's not just the 4K. Now, I know with the US releases, you get the digital codes with most of the releases. Any of the UK stuff, or Germany, or Australia, any of those labels, you don't get the digital code, which, unless, I've never seen it have a digital code, but if a digital code is really important to you, then, you know, maybe you want to stick with the US one. But for me, I'm going to go with this one. Let's see, anything for special features wise. Not that I can see yet. But as we see here, we got 2 discs. And also keep in mind, if you don't have a region-free player, you're going to have a hard time, at least for the Blu-ray. If they put all the special features on the Blu-ray, it's usually going to be a region B locked, and you're not going to be able to watch it unless you have a region-free player. Nothing to worry about for the 4K. That's all region-free. But the Blu-ray most likely is going to be region B locked. Now, I think with this film, the reason I would encourage anybody to pick this up, if you guys haven't seen the movie, in today's standards, this would never get released. Wouldn't even see the light of day. So this is almost history that we want to preserve because the content that's in it, I mean, I think it's hilarious. I love this movie. But with the way they've been doing movies, especially on streaming, they've been almost neutering some of these films. I know Disney's really big on doing that on their Disney Plus streaming service. A lot of their films, they're completely changing stuff about the film. So I would encourage, if you love this movie, I would not sleep on it. I would definitely pick it up, whether it be the US release or this release. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion on that. You may have a different opinion on that, but that's just what I think. You know, you want to preserve the way it was intended and all the original stuff that was in it. I don't want my movies to be neutered and stuff taken out to fit what is appropriate today. Do you get what I'm saying? So, anyways, off my soapbox there. Let's go ahead and move on. We're going to go back to Groove. We're talking about North by Northwest. Now for a Hitchcock film. I do have to say, I'm going to get a lot of heat for this. I've never seen North by Northwest. I hear it's a great movie. A lot of people are talking about this release. So I didn't pre-order this. I can't decide if I want to blind buy this or not. Here it is nonetheless. You've got the back, you got the front, your one disc, and the inside cover or inside artwork. Again, this is $29.99 and has the release date again to be announced. And as before, We don't have anything really on special features yet. Now, I am curious because the Terminator got a UK with some extra stuff, and of course Blazing Saddles. I wonder if North by Northwest does. They do. Awesome. So again, with this, you guys might want to check out Zavvi and pick up this one. They might have it on Orbit. I haven't checked on there. But I mean, you're getting a lot of stuff with this. I mean, as compared to the other one, same price as the Blazing Saddles one. But look at that. Your rigid slipcase, the Steelbook, posters. So we got the Steelbook, rigid slipcase, the lenticular, an ROT matchbox capacity envelope, double-sided A3 theatrical poster. That would be that right there. Double-sided vintage art card, double-sided vintage bookmark, 3 double-sided behind-the-scenes art cards, and a 40-page booklet. You know, if this is your movie and you were really excited about this, I would get this one if I were you. This thing is sweet. Look at that. That's cool. Let's see down here. So this one has all the stuff that it comes with, including the special features. So you got a commentary. A new 2009 documentary reveals the master's touch, Hitchcock's signature style, explore in depth the movie's innovations and influences in new North by Northwest, One for the Ages. A vintage 2000 documentary destination, Hitchcock, the making of North by Northwest, stills gallery, theatrical trailers, and TV spots. And you get 2 discs. So, yeah, we knew about that. So, like I said, if you were excited about North by Northwest Steelbook getting announced, you might want to check this one out. It is on Zavvi. I don't know if it's on the other websites. If it is, I'll link it down below. So, there's that. All right. Let's go ahead and move on here. So, the next one, unfortunately, I did not get to see in theaters. I am not going to get this one. I'm going to wait for a trilogy to come out because I have a feeling they're going to be putting a nice collector's edition package with all 3 of the movies. And we're talking about here, Maxine, the 4K. This one's $31.99. You can get it on Orbit DVD right here. I did see you can get it on Diabolic and other sites. Well, Atomic Movie Store might have it. I don't know if Grindhouse DVD is going to have it, but I do know, as we can see, Orbit's got it right here. It is coming out October 8th. Let's see here. What do we got? So it says here, not sure if there's going to be a slipcover. There's no guarantee until they show up. So I don't know if these are going to have slipcovers or just going to be the case or not. It'd be nice if it was a slipcover though. But like I said, I'm hanging on and waiting until they release a trilogy for this. So the next movie we want to talk about, this one's an important release, and my buddy Brian over the Last Movie Standing did a video on this. It hasn't been officially announced from Scream Factory. It hasn't been officially announced by Scream Factory, but I first saw it from President of Physical Media on Instagram, and we all kind of knew this was coming out because Shout Factory has been kind of teasing some stuff about it coming to digital. They did a restoration, all this different stuff, and the director, which I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Is it Mike Flanagan? Was that it? Yeah, Mike Flanagan. So he's been posting stuff about it. So we kind of knew it was coming, but we're talking about Hush. So I'm on Instagram here. This is President of Physical Media. He did a post about this that he found out it's coming out in November. This one, the second it comes out for pre-order, I'm picking this up. This movie was phenomenal. I enjoyed this movie. And look at this is a 4-disc set. So this thing's going to be big. What's important about this, and the reason I want to talk about this, so the rights for this movie was purchased by Netflix. And I don't remember how long ago it was, but they put it out on their Netflix streaming service for a while. And just a couple years ago, I can't remember, it got taken down. And you couldn't find it anywhere. There was nowhere to find it. That's kind of the dangers of just doing digital and streaming, is things could disappear and you can't watch it anywhere, and it's kind of gone for good. So now it looks like Shout Factory might have picked up the rights for this film, and they are going to be coming out with it. So that's why this one's important, is because it was gone. You couldn't find it, and now they're bringing it back. So that's why, if you look, there's a bunch of people excited about this. See, you know what I mean? So this is going to be a big one, and I expect this one to go quick. If you guys are interested in this one, keep an eye out on Shout Factory and Scream Factory on Instagram. I'm surprised they haven't announced their latest announcements yet. I'm still waiting. I don't know when that's happening. I was going to wait until they announce theirs, but they hadn't yet. So I just wanted to get this out, and we'll do a separate video just for Scream Factory announcements. So, but as of now, it's all just speculation. Really, it's not officially announced, but we pretty much know what's coming out based on them teasing stuff and Mike Flanagan posting about it. And now we have this. So keep an eye out. It's probably coming here pretty soon. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about Umbrella. So Umbrella actually announced their December releases, and it seems they're usually ahead of the curve of their release dates, meaning they announce their release dates way in advance than some of these other labels. So for this one, there was only one I'm kind of interested in. A lot of this kind of seemed like a lackluster release for me personally, but you've got Pulse right here. We got this guy, and I'm not going to pull these open. We're just kind of skim through this one. So we got, like I said, Pulse 2001, 4K. And actually, this is the only 4K that they announced for December. Let's see. Open Your Eyes. Sasquatch Sunset. I know I said I was going to open it, but I wanted to open this one. This one's, I think, is interesting. Look at this slipcase. It's like, it looks like it has like texture, like it has fur on it. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, fur-covered rigid slipcase. That's pretty neat. That's going to be hard to put in your shelf with all your other movies, but if you want to display it up top, I guess, then it'll work perfectly. All right, and then we've got Boiling Point, they announced, Last Stop in Human County. And looks like that's it. Oh, here we go. Bird Eater. I'm interested in this one. I heard some good things about this. So that's the one I said I was interested in. And the Speedway Murders, about the, I think it's called Burger Chef or Chef Burger. There were some murders that happened over there. I think this one's a documentary, actually. So that's what Umbrella announced. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to Arrow. Now, there's some stuff in this one that I am excited about. Some people are going to get upset about it. You can't get away from that. But so for Arrow, we've got The Invasion, which that one I am going to pre-order. That one I'm excited for. And this one right here, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I'm really excited about this. This is another one I have to pre-order. I did notice this one is the exact same cover art that they actually did for the Blu-ray, because this has been out on Blu-ray from Arrow before, and they just put the 4K disc in. I looked out. I don't have the Blu-ray, so it doesn't matter to me. I'll just get the 4K. I know some people are all upset that, oh, they didn't change the cover art. It's the same thing. Why waste your time putting in the 4K if you're not going to change anything? Well, to me, it doesn't really matter. I could see where some of you guys are coming from, but also I kind of think it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. So I'm not seeing anything new. It's probably just the exact same thing ported over from the Blu-ray release. And it's just the 4K. You don't get like a 4K and a Blu-ray for special features. It's just all on that. So that I am excited about. But they also announced a simple plan right here for $35. This one, you got a slipcase and all that stuff. So you got a new 4K remaster. And nothing new looks like for the special features. Oh, also, if you guys are watching this and it's still going on, this is kind of cool. They're having a flash sale on Inside the Mind of Coffin Joe. So if you guys don't have that, be a good time to pick that up. All right. And of course, simple plan. We have the 4K Blu-ray, Invasion, 4K, and Blu-ray. Let's go ahead and take a look at Invasion. So this one I'm going to pick up. It's kind of a modern remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down. So we have, obviously 4K Dolby Vision, 5.1. I don't see anything new. So again, this is probably the same. Nothing new as far as special features, just kind of stuff they already had. And then we've got, I've never heard of this, limited edition Blu-ray right there. So you can check that out. Never heard of it. And they did have a new release. Here we go. the Shawscope Volume 3 Limited Edition Blu-ray set. So we got this one right here. I don't have any of them, and so if you're interested in that, $150, new big box set they're coming out with this month. All right, so the next announcement we're going to talk about. So this label, I think they did their announcement, I think it was Thursday into Friday for us, at least here in the United States. For one of the releases that they announced for this, they kind of broke the internet, meaning like the servers were not working. No one could get in. I waited for, I fell asleep. I ended up not doing anything that night. I knew that was coming, but I couldn't get in because I was curious. I wanted to see the price of some of them. I was talking to Brian over at the Last Movie Standing. He was letting me know. He's like, dude, I can't get in. I said, I know, neither can I. This is crazy. And, he did a video on it, which I'll link that down below. And he got in and he picked one of these up. And I was like, dude, you're crazy. But anyways, so we're talking about Imprint. So they announced, looks like 4 releases, and we're going to talk about the big one at last. But the first one we've got here, let's go ahead and open this up. It's a Bridge Too Far Limited Edition 4K and Blu-ray Imprint collection. So you've got 1 4K, 2 Blu-rays, and then here it is right here. It looks like you get a booklet. I've never seen this movie. So we got a new Dolby Vision presentation on 4K UHD, restored from the original camera negative. So on the Blu-ray, you have the 4K restoration on a Blu-ray. And then this one's pretty cool. This one, they got a lot of new stuff with this. So they got a new interview with camera operator Peter McDonald, a new interview with Joe Burlingame, an appreciation on the score, new Attenborough at War featurette, new long-term collaborator Tony Jackson remembers cinematographer Jeffrey Unsworth, new interview with actor Elliot Gold, new Making of A Bridge Too Far, feature-length documentary from Simon Lewis, author of The Making of A Bridge Too Far, new featurette on producer Joseph V. Levine. They got a lot of stuff they're putting in this. This is, if you were excited about this and you like this movie, this is right up your alley. I mean, this probably would be the definitive version to get of this because of the amount of new stuff you're getting with this. Got the booklet and all that stuff. All right, let's move on. Next one, we've got this one. It's not for me. I haven't seen it. I've read about it, and it's just, I'm not that interested in this, but we've got The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. So it looks like the same. You get the art cards, 1 4K, 2 Blu-rays, and a booklet in like a rigid slipcase. So a new 4K restoration, Dolby Vision from the camera negative. As we talked about before, same with the Blu-ray for this release. So you got, let's see, a feature-length documentary from 2015, a new interview with director Stephen Elliott, new interviews with actor Mark Holmes, and more new special features to be announced. So there's actually going to be more. They just haven't put it out yet. And a booklet, an exclusive booklet featuring a brand new essay by film writer and critic Sally Christie. So there's that one for you. This one, we got Convoy. And I believe they just also, I don't remember if it's the actual studio label that did this or if it's another one, but I believe they either announced or they already have a steelbook for this, if I remember correctly. But this one, another 4K, you've got a, same as before, 1 4K, 2 Blu-rays with a rigid slipcase. Let's see, you've got, so I don't know if this is the same restoration that the other one had and they're just putting it onto this, but so the special features on the 4K is to be announced. This one has an HDR10 presentation on 4K. Oh yeah, okay, so here you go. So this was a Studio Canal restoration that they're using. So they didn't restore this one. This one was done by Studio Canal. So you got a new audio commentary by the filmmaker. You got new 3 lost scenes, deleted scenes illustrated with rare photos, new in-jokes, friends, and cameos, guest appearance, and in-joke features. Let's see, new trucker notes from Norway, new the duck trucks. You've got a new I don't even know how to say that, but that's new. New promoting convoy, new convoy color stills, new filming convoy part 1, white sands out of the truck stop. Part 2, the trucks are rolling. Part 3, showdown in Alvarez. New 2K scan of the 35mm US trailer. And let's see. So, new 1080p high definition presentation on Blu-ray of the 115-minute extended cut. That's pretty neat. And new The Lost Convoy, Mike Segal on the Lost, whatever that is, version. I can't even say that name. Version of the film. So this one has a lot of new stuff in it too. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to move on to the big one here. Now, this is the one everyone is talking about. Everyone's freaking out about. I was freaking out about it until I saw the price. I'm hoping that maybe Orbit or someone will get this and at a little cheaper price, but we'll see. I mean, look at this, guys. We're talking about the Never-Ending Story. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the bundle pack. You could get that. That's going to cost you a lot of money. That's even more. But we're talking about the Never-Ending Story 40th Anniversary Limited Edition with Blu-ray and a replica storybook packaging. This is the big boy right here. This is for the real collectors. This isn't for, just your average Joe guy who collects movies. This is for the, you know what I mean? I mean, now granted, this is in the Australian currency. Let's go ahead and change that. So it's $170. So you figure after international shipping and stuff, I mean, you're looking at over $200 for this release. But look at this, the stuff you get. Oh, look at this thing. That thing is awesome. So you get 2 4K discs, 3 Blu-rays. You get this thing right here. You get, looks like a poster. You get the rigid slipcase as well. Some art cards. I don't know what that is. I have to look. And all those discs. Let's go ahead down here and take a look what we got. Okay, so we got limited edition replica storybook packaging. This is a heavy bespoke collector's item measuring 29.5 by 37 centimeters, weighing it at 2.4 kg. I'll do the conversions right there for you so you can see it. So, from what I understand, it's a pretty good size book. So we got a new Dolby Vision presentation of the 94-minute theatrical cut on 4K, restored from the original camera negative, new audio commentaries. And then you also have the movie on Blu-ray, new audio commentaries, new Finding Fantasia, adapting the Never-Ending Story, No Boundaries, Imagineering the Never-Ending Story, and Flights of Fantasy, inside the scores of the Never-Ending Story. You also get on 4K the German extended cut. So this one's an HDR10, 104-minute German extended cut. You do still get this one on English as well, obviously with the 5.1. You get the German cut on Blu-ray. And then Life After Never-Ending Story feature-length documentary. So you get a disc dedicated just for a documentary. This is pretty cool. So with all the stuff that you're getting with this, you can kind of see why you're pushing $200 just for a movie. But I mean, for this, I grew up watching this movie. I know a lot of you guys have. So, this might be the release of the year. So I think it was last month or the month before they announced the Blair Witch Project, and everyone was clamoring, talking about that. Oh, this is so amazing. And then Second Sight came in and just blew it away with their Blair Witch Project announcement. And so I thought, well, that's it. Second Sight kind of buried them. Well, Imprint, I think, came back swinging. And so this is cool. Like I said, I didn't pick this up. I'm debating it. It's a lot to spend. That's a hard pill to swallow. So I'm not sure, but yep, there's that. I want to save this one for last. This is the big one. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for you today. I know this was a long video. If you made it till the end, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. If you like these kind of videos, please go down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell notification so you know anytime I post these kind of videos. Also down below are all my social media links. You can go ahead and head there and we can chat about films, talk about our favorite stuff. And that's all I have for you guys today. You guys take care.